This is Rob Clement, certified top of house consultant with Golden Sky Roofing. I'm at 16305. What was it, South Blackhorn?
16302 East.
16302 East Blackhorn Drive, Parker, Colorado. The date is April 29th, 2024. The ambient temperature is 65 degrees. Called out here on a leak inspection. And here's the leak. We can definitely see with the infrared camera the evidence of moisture collecting and pooling at the light, and actually popped through the drywall right there. We've done multiple repairs on the roof and gutter system, and so I'm just getting called out here a third or fourth time now. We can see evidence of hot areas building up on the wall ceiling transition. I'll show you why that's happening here in just a sec. Of note, yeah, some spots here, and then where is it? This guy right there. Big problem. That means that the roof is either not venting, breathing, or some other item that's happening. So let's go ahead and take a look out here at the top of the roof in this process as we're moving along. So right above the kitchen and the windows, I pulled a couple tiles, actually just one here, and I believe found the problem right away. The underlayment, besides the water shield, high temperature, really that's the high temp is good for metal roofs, not necessarily tile. Tile is pretty well ventilated, but you can see here this whole thing is, one, peeling back, but two, this underlayment should be underneath this lap right here. And actually that feels like a 30-pound felt paper, quite possible. This should be on top of here so that any water moisture collects and moves down the hill. So that's a backwards fashion. Even if this is sealed up, as you can see, when it peels, it becomes a problem. So we're going to move on down to that other area here and see how far that coursing goes on. One thing I found was an exposed nail. This tile is just resting right here. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but that creates a leak point as well onto the roof deck. And then moving down here, this is about where that thermal issue was popping up, and we see a similar thing. This underlayment laid on top, and now it is sealed right here, but you can see that seal is coming loose, which as it heats up and ages, what is that? It's going to pose problems. So safe to assume at least this roof facet and possibly others were built the same construction error there, and the only way to fix that is to tear that loose and rebuild it in a tile recondition or salvage project, and that has to go up. I mean, I'm concerned about the overall building overall. Now the last thing, and this is the thing I'm really most concerned about, is there is no soffit ventilation whatsoever here along the rear elevation soffit. And so that makes me think, hey, well, is there at least a gable vent open? And there is not. So unless there's some magic ventilation box somewhere, this does not meet IRC or ICC codes in either a 1-300 or 1-5 or 1-150, excuse me, 1-150 calculation. We do have 4 box vents equaling 200 net-free inches of ventilation area for this entire space, but no soffits to help those work. So there it is. Guys, thanks for letting me take a look. In my professional opinion, we should rebuild the roof. There's been so many times we've been called out here to fix things. We're going to just keep chasing problems unless we can get at the root cause. There it is. Thanks again.